gonna say the exact same thing Ms. Macklin said. That all of us are in the 90s, which isn't bad, I don't think. But we can improve as far as 8th grade, but 7th grade and 6th grade is doing good, but 8th grade is not doing as bad. So I was gonna say the same thing.
Just hit it on the bubble there, so I'm happy for that. Mr. Brooks, what about you? What do you notice? What do you wonder?
That we're doing better than K2 always, and 3-5, because we always go 90%.
Alright, so we've definitely had some movement, and not that we're hating on those hallways, but you know, folks on that. That does remind me, Miss Milner sent an email out, and so this is just kind of a good time to bring this up. We need some ideas for an attendance challenge for March, April, and May. Does anyone, I don't want to get into it too much here, but if you have ideas, if you could put that down in the email and start throwing some ideas together. And at some point, Ms. Milner is going to be asking, hey, what are our incentives for this hallway? Ms. Freeze had some good examples that was in Ms. Simmons' newsletter from this past Sunday, which I thought we could maybe borrow some of those, but I'll just leave that there.
I had a quick thought, you know, for some reason, when the attendance comes up, I just think about the school culture, and I just think we got a great school culture here with all the activities and extracurricular activities. And I was just thinking about a talent show. So if we could somehow link a talent show with an attendance incentive, that probably would be a lot of fun. You know, somehow you gotta have, I don't know, 90% attendance to be able to even go to the talent show. So, you know, maybe that's an idea.
Mr. White, I'll get back to you on that, but I'll say you might be spearheading that since that was such a
That's not what I said.
But it's your vision. I mean, I don't want to mess with your vision, though. All right, so let's take a look at some classes and stuff. So starting in 6th grade, up here, we have Brooks, your first period, you're at 86%. Then your third period, your fourth period, you're at 94%. And it looks like, I don't know if that's just the difference between the two homerooms. So it looks like, though, between the two classes, though, you balance yourselves out at 90%. Go ahead, Mr. Lockhart.
A lot too has to do with school culture, because I want that in the 90 and 6A. I need to have that also in 6B. What we've done with 6A is we have a culture where they're doing the attendance is up on my screen. When I see the kids, they're not there. If the child, if they happen to be one of their friends, they go back, they get their cell phones out, they call them and text them, and they sit back down. And I don't start off generally with 90 or 100. I don't start off generally with 100, but by the end of the day, or even by the end of when we come back to the specials, I have 100% attendance. That has been very effective. I think I want to try sharing that with Mr. Brooks and see how we can bring that up, because when both classes wins, that really develops a cohesion in 6th grade, which helps.
The 7th grade looks like just going through this, Foster at 94%, then jumps up to 96%. Mr. Jones when he's 97%. It's interesting. I feel like kids must kind of straggle in through the day, because at 7th grade you kind of see that number increase throughout the day. It's interesting. It looks like we're reading more in that math class than we do in the other classes, so that's kind of interesting. 8th grade, Ms. Foster, I don't know the 8B, it's kind of interesting. We go from that 90% down to 87%. Why do you think that might be? Is it just we're not getting someone, or are people leaving early?
I think sometimes I have a lot of kids that do leave early, so that's probably what it is. It's 3:46. Sorry.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, keep on trucking. Let's just take a look at the heat map. What do you guys notice and what do you wonder? And this is us down here, and again, we're not competing against other schools. So, Ms. Trapp, what do you notice and what do you wonder?
Actually, I'm still looking. The red one, is that 8th grade?
Your squad mate is redeployed.
Yes.
Well done.
Okay. So, like, how many kids that could be missing? Is it the same ones? Is it consistent? Like,
I would say it's the same ones. I think also specifically with Ms. Macklin's homeroom, excuse me, she has students who are in the self-contained room that are on her roster, and when they're not here, it just sings for attendance, so she can't, do anything about that. So we have that. But I'm kind of wondering myself, looking at 8th grade, since we finally started hitting 90%, are we going to be able to change that color? That's maybe a more of a peach color.
Enemy counter UAV is active. Enemy soldier incoming.
I'll just do one more, Miss Foster. What do you notice? What do you wonder?
I mean, we have a lot of blue. I don't think we have as much red as usual. I think we can do some improvement.
Yeah, I think we're starting to look like maybe get a tad bit more consistent. Again, where we see kindergarten is kind of hurting us. I think a lot of it too, as I said again, is some of them going around. 3rd grade is a bit.
The whole
and
team.
Of course, we got the area of opportunity in 8th grade. Now, I will say, I know Macklin does a great job of contacting people. I've been able to get Elise Baker in here more often after having a few conversations with her grandmother, and that's helped out a bit. But they're doing that, this helped out. All right. Final thing I want to go over is detention, and the just reason because we're all here. And I meant to send an email out. I apologize, I didn't send that out earlier. With myself and Mr. Rose and Ms. Foster and Mr. White doing the tutoring, that takes us out of the loop for Thursday detention. So Mr. Walker was talking, he made a great point, and I needed just to, while Mr. Brooks and Ms. Macklin, you guys are here, kind of an idea of maybe how to keep that rotation going, because Mr. Lockhart made a great point to me the other night. He said we need to, things got really crazy last year when we started all doing our own thing, and he's like, we need to kind of keep doing what we're doing. So thought was just with us being out of the rotation because of tutoring, how to keep that rotation going. So go ahead, Mr. Lockhart.
Well, I noticed that we don't have the special teachers in that rotation, and we give our clipboards to them, and they mark on those clipboards. And if you're marking on the clipboard, the way I understood it, and they did attend the PD that we had on this, that you would have detention. So, and I'm more than willing to volunteer until tutoring's over.
I will not let you die.
Do Thursday detention so that if we have to have somebody jump in and get that done. But I think it's time that we go to our special teachers and say, hey guys, if you're marking on the board, then you also have to serve detention or be post detention, wherever you may be.
Okay, I'll bring that up with Ms. Milner.
I agree with that.
Okay.
If specials are marking on the board, they gotta be willing to be part of the rotation. I do agree with that.
All right, that sounds reasonable. And also, Mr. Lockhart, thank you for volunteering. I also don't want you to just it always be Mr. Lockhart or it always be Miss Macklin jumping in. Yeah, so just to kind of be mindful of who has it this week and how we can do that. And my theory is that's why I want to talk. I just don't want someone to always get that same person stepping up and doing that. So we're going to have to spread that around a bit. All right. So just be who has it tomorrow, and just be mindful of that. That's all I have. Miss Simmons, anything else you want to go ahead, Miss Simmons?
Don't you guys already have a rotation? Or maybe I'm not. I'm just happy to hear it.
We do, but with Rose and myself and White and Foster doing the tutoring and grades. And then for some of us, we got the meetings on Tuesday, TBT on Wednesdays. We got, you know how middle school is. We got to keep things funky because that's how we do things in middle school. It's not middle school.
And Mr. I'm looking at the rotation right now for next week, and it looks like, okay, it's the light brown. I don't know who has light brown. Or this week I should be looking at. That it was supposed to be, maybe me. Yeah, it's I know pink. It's me and Mr. Brooks.
Oh,
Ian? Did it last week.
You know what? Something happened with that. So if you want to take a look at that, maybe just figure
I'm not
it out.
going to the good game. Fuck yeah.
And then we can just hammer out a location. And if Mr. Walker would like to send an email out to the owner and especially just say, hey,
These niggas deep.
we want to invite you to maybe help out with after school detention. That'd be great. Go ahead, Miss Snapalot.
Lockhart, you did it last week, but that was technically supposed to be me and Miss Foster's week. But that's the reason why you're looking at this week supposed to be you, but last week supposed to be me and Miss Foster.
Resurgence window is ending.
So, am I still doing detention tomorrow, or are you and Mrs. Foster expect to do it?
Hostiles dropping into the
I'm willing to do it, but I'm not willing to do it by myself.
I got you.
Foster does it.
We'll do it together. I got you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Miss Simmons, anything else you want to throw in at us before we go? All right. Guys, this is a good meeting. Thank you for all the feedback. Miss Simmons, I did share the Jamboard with you, so
Your squad
I'll see you guys later.
Well done. Move to the safe zone. You have reinforcements inbound. Fire sales
I have
over.
seen work.
Adjusting prices.
Enemy in the area.
Fought hard out there. Return to base for debrief. Resurgence has closed. No more second chances.
Go show my son nature, cuz. Fuck, my mama ain't have me in the house 24/7. Bitch, we was doing things. Hey, right? TV.
Cluster mine deployed.
Only 10 are left.
What happened there in class? Why everybody want to get right wrong?
Oh, that was like